Hello, Georgetown. I'm Beverly Enos, and you're watching Spotlight Georgetown. You can find us Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. on your local cable station. Now, this is your cable station. It's just the way I put it. This is not something that is funded by the town. It is something that comes from your cable bill, and you may as well be part of it. So if you'd like to come down and learn how to use a camera or borrow a camera or learn how to use the editing equipment, please feel free. Okay? Now today we're going to be talking to Bonnie Giangrande, right?
Yes.
Good. I got it right. And we're going to be talking about some botanicals, natural
Organic.
type products.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you live in Georgetown.
I do, yes.
How long have you been here?
I have been in Georgetown for close to 15 years now, and I reside here with my blended family that consists of my husband and 5 children. So it's a very busy household.
5 children.
5 children, yes, between the ages of 10 and 13.
Okay, so his and hers.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Blended.
between the ages of 10 and 13.
Yes, 3
5 kids.
10-year-olds, a 12-year-old daughter, and 13-year-old son. And the 3 10-year-olds are boys. So that makes for a busy household.
One poor little girl.
Yes, but she does very well for herself. She
The
can hold
princess.
her own, yes. Correct.
It's always nice to have a princess.
Yes.
Now, how did you get into natural products and what made you start doing this?
Well, Beverly, what happened was I read an article in the Environmental Health Perspectives Journal, and it had talked about 1,100 prepubescent girls who reached puberty at a very early age. And when this occurs, it can create other health issues later on in life, like diabetes, obesity, cancer, tumors. And what they found was reaching puberty at an early age is connected to some of the toxins and chemicals that are in our personal care products today. Yeah, it's scary. So upon reading this article, of course, I went out like a mother would and searched for all natural. I went to the local markets and I couldn't find any. I was very, very surprised and disappointed. So at that time, I started thinking, you know, I have to be part of the change. If I'm going to complain about it, why not try to help change it? I've always been a little creative and interested in organics, so it was my opportunity to sort of pull it together, and I did a lot of research online. I found a supplier that I was able to work with to create the formulations, and it's the line we have today. And all of these products are now being manufactured in a USDA organic facility. But I'm still currently labeling, bottling, and distributing out of my home in Georgetown.
Now, I saw you down at Crosbys.
Yes.
That's where I caught up with you the
Right,
first
right.
time. Now, you said you work with a company.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a chemist, or did you do the designing of the product, or did they?
We did it together. I did a lot of research and I knew what I wanted for botanicals in these products, and then worked with this source that has chemists on hand to create these so that they are safe.
So what are some of the chemicals and toxins that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a good question. You know, the word natural is used very loosely today, unfortunately. So you can go into the supermarket and you can pull something off the shelf that says natural, and it can have toxins and chemicals in there and have one natural ingredient and be able to label itself as natural. So some of the chemicals and toxins to look for are words like DEA, MEA, TEA, and SLS, which are sodium lauryl sulfates. You may have heard of that word. And they're derivatives of coconut oil. And coconut oil in itself is a wonderful product, natural product. But when you change the chemistry, it becomes toxic. And so what some of these companies do is they change the chemistry to make it perform with more lather. And we've sort of been brainwashed to think that our products like shampoos and body wash need to have a thick lather in order to be to cleanse well and be effective, but that's not necessarily true. Our products are very mild, and we use all natural coconut oil and potato to produce that very gentle lather.
Potato?
Potatoes, that's yes.
Okay.
And again, no chemicals.
Sounds like lunch.
Right.
You know.
You
And no
probably could.
chemicals.
I wouldn't recommend it, but it is all natural. Correct.
Okay. You use a term, good for you, good for your world.
Yes, yes.
So this is a green type
It is.
product, green business?
It is. It is good for us because we just spoke about some of the health benefits of not using chemicals. It's good for our planet because, again, it's all natural. And what we see happening today is many of these over-the-counter products that have these toxins in them, our water plant facilities are not able to filter out many of these toxins that are in our products today. And some of the big culprits are in our dandruff shampoos.
Really?
Yes. So
If it kills the dandruff, it could
be harmful to our waterways. And these products through the Laughing Tree Organics are so natural and botanical, and they are not harmful to the planet. They're so pure you can pour them into the water, into the streams and oceans, knowing that they're not going to harm any plant, animals, or the planet in the process.
So a lot of the toxins, let's say you use the shampoo in the shower.
Yes.
That goes down the drain.
Goes down the
Goes
drain.
into your water system, or
Yes.
into the water
And
system.
the tens of thousands of chemicals are not able to be filtered out by our filtration systems today.
Doesn't the FDA regulate things like this?
Unfortunately, the FDA does not. They do not oversee, believe it or not, the ingredients that go into personal care products. They really leave it up to the consumer to educate themselves and read the labels. So we, as a educated consumer, need to learn a little bit more, educate ourselves about what is in these products, and then make good choices. But unfortunately, the FDA does not, and leaves it up to us.
So if you can't read what's in it, you probably
That's
shouldn't
what I
eat
always,
it or use it.
Right, I always fall back on that, exactly. If you cannot pronounce it, you don't know what it is, it's probably not healthy for you, our planet, and there may have been an animal that was harmed in the process of creating it. And we are gluten, GMO, and cruelty-free.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right. Now, what types of products does the line have?
Yes, currently we have a line of all natural organic shampoos, conditioners. We have a body wash. We have an Echo baby wash, which is very gentle and wonderful, lavender. We have a facial cleanser, which is very effective, and we have a moisturizer. We also have organic lip balms that are USDA certified organic as well, and they're all very, very effective products. They work with your natural chemistry to perform.
Okay, a lot of people don't understand the difference between organic
Yes,
and non-organic.
right.
Whether it be food or products
It's
or whatever it
mostly
is.
pesticides, right. There are no pesticides in any of the ingredients.
So
It's
usually if you go to a farm and it's an organic farm,
Mhm.
they do not spray
Correct.
whatever you're going to eat.
Exactly.
And this would be the same thing. They do not spray what's going into the
the
product.
product.
So the potato doesn't get sprayed. and-
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Because a lot of people, they hear the word and they're not really sure what it
Right.
means.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's not really organic.
Exactly, yes.
Sometimes there are things put in the soil as well
Mm-hmm.
as things that are sprayed on.
That's true.
And that changes the organic as well.
Right.
Okay. Now, you have a line for teenagers.
We do. We have a teen line, which is called Good Girl. And this line is fabulous for young girls. It has nettle extract, organic nettle, which is in the product, and it helps with the production of sebum, which is the oils, in adolescence, girls going through adolescence. So it's a very effective product if there are some oil issues with the hair
Is it-
follicles.
Is it like a scrub or this is a shampoo?
It's a shampoo and conditioner, yes.
Okay.
And with the Good Girl, we have positive messaging on the bottles, and we put things on like, you're already beautiful, stay so naturally. And we want the girls to understand that, they are beautiful, it starts from within, and we want to empower girls to feel good about their bodies, to make good choices for themselves, and to be mindful of the carbon footprint that they have on this planet. Because let's face it, us women we're probably the most in terms of purchasing.
Yes. Yeah. It's
And
mostly the women that
consumers.
do the shop.
We do,
That do the
yes.
shopping.
Yes. So we try to make them aware at a young age.
Yeah, especially
to
for
make healthy
personal products like that, for
personal
shampoos
products, yes,
and things
to
like
make
that.
healthy decisions, healthy choices.
Where can we find the products today? Are they down at Crosbys?
Yes, they are
Really?
at Crosbys, at all Crosby markets right now throughout the state of Massachusetts. And in and around the Georgetown area, you can find them at Little Block of Shops, at Illusions Hair Salon, at Boxford's West Provision Store. In Ipswich, you can find them at Gifts for Soul, as well as Tender Crop Farm in Newbury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we're trying to reach out to Whole Foods, and hopefully we'll be in everyone's backyard.
Now, how long have you been working with this?
This has been going on 2 years, so it's been a labor of love, and we currently have this line right now, but I'd love to expand the line in the future and maybe perhaps have a men's line or boys line, because this generation coming up seems, very, very interested
Yeah.
in organic, in choosing healthy options. So men as well are interested in seeking out these personal care products that are healthy for them. And I think we would just change, the sense so that they're a little more masculine perhaps, but all of these products work well for families.
Now, in the future, you're talking a men's line or boys line or children's
Yes.
line or something like that. What do you think the response would be from the males? Do you think the men would be as interested?
I think there is a market for it. We're not sure yet how big that market is, but I would hate to exclude them because there seems to be an interest, and that seems to be where people are headed, seeking out, again, these all-natural options. So it's more the Y generation,
Okay.
and I think that it would be great to have that option for them on the shelves.
It's funny, when people grow up and become adults and become elder adults, we just assume that kids can make their own decisions and they're as strong as everybody else. But it's still, they all want to look the same. They want to look different,
Yes.
but the different is all the same. And if you have
They don't want to stand out.
curly hair, you want straight hair. If they have straight hair, they want curly hair.
Right.
So this is something that would work for everybody.
It really does. It works for everybody. And, the more educated we become, and even as young adults educate themselves, I think they too can perhaps ask their parents for these types of products and make these decisions, better decisions for themselves. But right now, there's a lot of information on our website if people want to go and read about some of these studies that I talked about.
What is the website?
It is www.LaughingTreeOrganics.com, and there's a lot of helpful information on there, and we list all of the ingredients, all the organic ingredients in our products, and you can always email us at info@thelaughingtreeorganics.com.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
good luck.
Well, thank you
Good luck.
so much, Beverly.
Congratulations. I'm
Thank you
glad
for
we
having me.
we have entrepreneurs in Georgetown that are looking into the future.
Great, and I did want to mention that we are a green company, we are sustainable, all of our packaging is eco-friendly, our bottles are recyclable, and we practice fair trade sourcing as well. So when you purchase one of our products, the ingredients that went into them came from a remote village, and again, we are helping to support people around the world.
And we can read them.
Yes. Exactly.
That makes a difference.
It does.
That makes a difference.
You
If
can
you can
read them
read
in-
it,
yes.
it's safe to eat and use.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we do include the ingredients. We also include the INCI list on there, which is the International Non-Clementure Cosmetic Ingredient List, just so you understand, INCI. So you may see a word in there that looks longer than lavender. It will say lavandula. That is just a big word for the organic
Okay.
ingredient, and it's a standard across Europe as well, so that
So-
anybody purchasing will have that standard ingredient that they all understand.
Sound it out. You'll be able to figure
Yes,
it out.
but it is all natural, botanical, organic. Thank
Good.
you again for having
Thank
me,
you.
Beverly. It was a pleasure.
I'm Beverly Enos. You've been watching Spotlight Georgetown. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 8 in the morning and 8 in the evening. Thank you for joining us this week. Bye for now.